Hello everyone, welcome in my channel. In this channel we will provide you advanced Java series. By advanced Java you can create your own website, more secure website, because Java is a very secure language. In Java you can create 5 type of application. First one is stand-alone application. This application you can make by java.awt package and javax.swing package. Let me take an example for this type of application. The calculator. In calculator, when you add two numbers, then your response is 4. But this response you cannot send on other PC, on other system, because this software, this application is only for your PC, because this application are stand-alone application. And second is client-server application. This type of application you can make by java.net package, and we take example for this. If two computer on one network, then you can communicate on both computer and you can pass the data and message on and etc. But condition is both computer are on one network, then both application will communicate to each other. Third one is web application. This application you can make by javax.servlet package and javax.servlet.jsp package. Okay, we take example for this application, like websites like google.com, twitter.com, facebook.com. This all are application, are web application. And 4 is enterprise application. This application you can make by java.ejp package. Like take example IRCTC, this is a railway website, and this server and Redbus site server. But both server on same language. It is a condition for enterprise application. Both server are make in same language. Okay, like IRCTC server are written in Java language and Redbus server are written in Java language. Then this both server are communicate to each other. Otherwise not. If here is .NET, that its condition false. So this enterprise application can never communicate to each other. This is a condition. Both server program are written in same language. Okay, good. And fifth is interoperable application. This application you can make by JSON and web services. Let me take example. By this application we can communicate to server which is written in two language. It is application which provide you communication between two other language server, like your railway server IRCTC written in Java, railway website server are written in Java, and Redbus server is written in C++. Then by this application you can communicate both application to each other. Okay, in advanced Java we discuss about web application, and web application are JEE, Java Enterprise Edition, business purpose application. This is make for business purpose. Then we learn what is the website. Website is a collection of web pages. We already know that every website has many of web pages and that reside onto the servers. Any website don't install in your system. When you send a request by URL, then a server is send a response which type of website you want, then it send a response on your system. Okay, and transmitted over the network. Server also use the internet and transmitted over the internet. So server is also use the internet and send you response to be displayed on browser, and which response is sent, then this response is shown on your system browser. Okay, website are two types, static website and dynamic website. Okay, then we take an example of static website and dynamic website. Then we go in Google Chrome, we type here twitter.com, and you can see a page. This page is called static page because this page for all user, for all client are same. So this is called static page. Okay, and what is dynamic page? When you enter your user ID and login password and you enter login button, then a page is created. You can see this page is dynamic page because for all users and all clients purpose these pages are different. this. So this page is called dynamic page. Then we discuss about what is the flow of requesting the static web page. A static web page, how to send a request, what is the flow. Okay, let me take a simple diagram for static web page flow chart. Okay, then this is your web browser, and when you enter URL and send you on web server, then it convert your URL in form of HTTP, because all requests can be sent by HTTP protocol. HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol. So this purpose, in every website we use HTTP, because HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, and it send your data on web server, and web server is also converted your HTTP form data in your language. Like you use Java, then web service convert HTTP form in Java language. Here web server is identify the page, which type of page you want, which type of request are coming, and when this HTML it find, it responds on your web browser, and you can see your content on display on your browser. Okay, and what is the flow requesting of dynamic web page? Okay, let me take a simple diagram for this. Okay, this one is your dynamic web page flow. This is your web browser, and your static page is here. You enter your username and you enter your ID, and you click on submit button. Then a request is sent on web browser. Okay, and web browser search which type of HTML find, and when HTTP page identify, then it's sent to a program. Okay, this program is run by Servlet, and it generate a dynamic page. Okay, and Servlet is stored in a container. Okay, and web container is a runtime environment, and web container is placed in web server. And when your user ID and password is correct, then Servlet is create a dynamic page and send a response on your browser, and you can see your content on your display browser. Okay, and what is container? Container is the runtime environment within the web server, which is responsible to load and execute server-side program. Okay, within server. Server are two types, web server and application server. Web server, it provides the container only for Servlet and JSP, and application server, it provides the runtime environment for all technology of JEE. Right, so we take a simple diagram of web server and application server. Okay, this is your web server, and you store the program and containers on all the things, and this program is a server-side program which created by server-side technology, and container is also have a JDK, JRE or Servlet, all the things. Okay, when a program is find a request for Servlet, then it send a request to Servlet in container, and Servlet is create a dynamic page. Okay, and what is the application server? And this is your application server. Like this is your Servlet JSP program. Okay, this program will contain in Tomcat. Apache Tomcat is a software. Apache is a web server, and Tomcat is a container. Okay, so these are application server. You have write your code in Java, but where you can store this? When you get hosting, then your program is stored in your hosting cPanel. So this panel, cPanel, is a container of Tomcat, like Tomcat, and your program is here. So by this server is you find in container, and then you send the response to your user and your client. Okay, then what is Servlet? Servlet is create your website dynamic page, and we see a life cycle of Servlet. This is a life cycle of Servlet. When you enter your username and ID and click on submit button, then a request is go for your Servlet. Then web server is send request to Servlet, because this request is for Servlet purpose, a dynamic page purpose. So my Servlet object is created, then it create a Servlet config object. Then Servlet config object call to init method is the initialize method. It initialize the my servlet, and my servlet is create two objects. First one is servlet request and second one is servlet response object. Okay, which type data you send, this data is fill in servlet request, and which data you want, this type of data here written in servlet response. Okay, then after fill the data, a thread is created, and in thread service method is called. It find the servlet request and servlet response and execute your program, and after which type response you want, then it send return the data on my servlet, and my servlet store all these things in servlet response, and servlet response is send data to web server. When data is sent to web server, then after this all things, thread, servlet request, all things are destroyed automatically, and you got your data and you get your dynamic page. Then you log in your page. Then after then of course you can use all the things like sending message and requesting message, all these things. Then you again sending a request for sending purpose. Okay, then this object is not created because you are already login, then this object is already created. So again this not created, is only one time create, and your message request is sent to my servlet, and my servlet create again servlet request and response, and all processes are done. Here threads are used, so then you can do many perform like sending message, requesting message, spam, all work you can do in this application by thread, because web server and my servlet uses Java, are written in Java. Okay, thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, then press on like button and subscribe my channel.